What's up gamers, here is the end of my 2-player game of Age of Comics The Golden Years, which is coming to Kickstarter on September 19th, 2022. In Age of Comics I was running a comic book publishers and hiring writers and artists and deciding which ideas I should make my comics about. I also had to take my comics to print and build up the hype for my releases and then sell my comics to the fans in 1930s Manhattan. Players score more points if a writer and artist match the comic design, so ideally I wanted my Western comic to have a Western writer and Western artist to score a few extra points. The writers and artists can be mixed and matched, creating comics for speed and then switched out later to be used on other comics, which is a really great design. All the way through the game I was looking at how I can increase my fans for each of my comics, and I would describe the theme in this game as quite strong, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and the more fans you have the more income it generates. If you don't have enough good idea tokens and you want to make a comic, you have to make a rip-off comic which has an entertaining name based on an original comic another player has already created. There is only a handful of worker locations on the board and each one is used effectively with the theme it's trying to capture. I also really like the way you can boost the strength of the worker placement spots as a result and reward for creating comics in your tableau. If my writing and artist skills were high enough, I could sell to fans who wanted my genre of comics, thereby increasing my fanbase. It sounds like there is a lot to manage, but the designers have kept everything surprisingly simple and the game has a flow that just makes sense. I think anyone who has an interest in mid-weight strategy games should definitely check out Age of Comics The Golden Years.